what's going on, guys? My name is Tristin and TaZe. Thank you guys for tuning back into the channel for another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. And in today's video, guys, we're doing a little bit something different. What I have for you is a video I did a couple days ago with my friend Impact, where we talked about some of the potential weapons that could be coming to Black Ops 3. So, of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. If you guys want to go check out Impact, he's got some great content just like I do here on the channel. He's close to 100 subscribers. So, of course, guys, every subscriber counts for him. So, make sure to go check him out down below. And with that being said, my name's Tristin and TaZe, and let's get into the video. Tristin or TaZe, hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're doing a little bit something different. We're doing a video with my friend Impact. Impact, say what's up.
Yo.
So basically, guys, with Infinite Warfare right around the corner, I decided that it would be cool to do a video with Impact talking about what weapons we would love to see as the last set for Black Ops 3. You know, the last set with the Ace of Spades and the Katana wasn't really what a lot of people were looking for. You know, we were looking for really good weapons, and I think some throwback ones are definitely cool. So, of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Of course, you guys can check out Impact. His link will be in the description down below, and with that being said, let's get to it. So, Impact, what's the first weapon that you kind of chose?
Well, I really like the MP7. I think that could be a really good weapon that they could bring back. Obviously, like it's been like in the mod tools. It's in the coding of the game, because like the people on the PC have managed to get a hold of the game and a hold of the weapon, and they've managed to play with it. So I really think it could be a weapon that it could be brought into Black Ops 3.
Yeah, and I actually like that weapon. I mean, like, in Black Ops 2, I played with it the most, and MW3, I didn't really play with it too much, but, like, the MP7, I mean, 9 out of 10 times, every time I'm on Black Ops 2, I always am playing with the MP7, and it's just, like, a really good gun, I guess. Like, it's something that, it's a classic gun throughout all of Call of Duty, and I think that's really what makes a weapon, like, really good enough for it to be in supply drops before Infinite Warfare comes out. So the next, I guess, like, the first one I chose was the MSMC. It's been something I guess like a lot of people have been talking about, is having the MSMC coming into like Black Ops 3 as like a really kind of like hybrid SMG assault rifle type thing, and I really actually like how that kind of goes out, because it was something that a lot of people, of course, used in Black Ops 2. And just like even constantly people are talking about it, and you're always seeing people using it. And so, you know, it had a fast fire rate, it was incredible with damage, it was a really fun weapon to use. So I think that is one that you know, can't go unnoticed.
Yeah.
So what was the next weapon you chose?
The M27, that's been teased in the mod tools. It's been brought back in the mod tools. There's actually a mod right now where you can actually get hold of the M27. It doesn't really work very well. You can get hold of it, plays out well, and obviously it's in the coding, because people have managed to get hold of it in actual multiplayer. They managed to put it into the multiplayer coding. They managed to play with it online. So I think it could be a weapon that they could bring back, and it would work well in Black Ops 3. Like, I really think it could play out well, and I think it would be a really cool weapon that Treyarch could bring back.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked how the M27 was. I just feel like, you know, if they really bring it into Black Ops 3, that, you know, they increase the damage, they make the recoil like a lot less than what it was, because it was a really good weapon, but the recoil, I think, was the only issue I ever had with it, and just like the reload time was like the only issues I had with it. Otherwise, it was a pretty spot-on weapon for me. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I used to play on Nuketown all the time and Spawn Trap on that map, and, you know, it was just a constant weapon I was always using because it was so good, and especially with FMJ and foregrip, and I think I would also use rapid fire half the time, and it was a really godly setup.
Yeah.
So then the next weapon I chose, this was something I haven't seen too many people think of, and I actually went and decided to do the ballista, because that was a weapon that everyone in Black Ops 2 really liked. It was a weapon and a sniper rifle that you saw everyone playing on almost pretty much every map, whether I think it was Slum, Standoff, every map that you could possibly trick shot off, even Raid. Everyone was using that weapon, and it was a really, really fun weapon to use. I mean, myself, I remember some of my best moments and best games in Black Ops 2 being with the Ballista. So, I really think that it would be like a cool weapon to see. Like, if they bring in the Ballista, then it kind of matches up with the Locust a little bit, and it makes it kind of like, what's the best weapon or the best sniper rifle in Black Ops 3 now. So, what was the next weapon that you chose?
I've actually got down the PPSH as well. I know you were thinking about saying that, but it is like a weapon that a couple of months ago, about 4 or 5 months ago now, people actually created it as a supply drop image. It was fake. It was just like a big rumour that was going around. People saying they got it in supply drops. It was all fake, but I think it could be a really cool weapon that Treyarch could bring back, and I think it could be a good weapon in game. Like, I know it was all fake, and I personally made videos on it. It was a Snapchat image that somebody captured, and it was fake, but I think it could be a really cool weapon in Black Ops 3. With the movement system, I think they could kind of like adjust the range and the damage and things. Obviously they would have to adjust that type of stuff, but I think it could be a good weapon in Black Ops 3.
Yeah, the PPSH was actually like a really fun weapon for me. I like, every time I just think of the PPSH, there was one weapon in Ghost or whatever that I just remembered. The Bison. It looked like so much similar to the PPSH, and it had like the same, I guess, kind of like recoil and everything, and it was like a really cool thing to play with. And I really think that the old school guys really will like the PPSH if it came back in the Black Ops 3, because again, that's something that was kind of teased in mod tools for like a long time. It was teased before the game even came out that we were going to get the PPSH or some things like that. So I definitely think that would be a cool weapon.
Yeah, it really would.
So the next one I had on my list was the Scorpion Evo, and from Black Ops 2. And I picked that one because I actually like this weapon. I played with it probably more than I did the PDW or the MP7, and this was just a weapon that I loved. It was something where if I wanted to rush, in game, or if I wanted to be very careful and cautious with what I was about to do, like, the weapon perfectly fit every type of movement I could have done, or every type of scenario that I could have been in. And I think that's what really like drew me to picking this weapon for the list, because I think that was something a little bit special, is a really fast fire rate type weapon, but also is a really, really good weapon as well. So what was the next one that you chose?
This isn't really one that was in a previous game, but I've gone with the chainsaw. If you remember a list a couple of months ago now, in fact it was when Black Ops 3 first came out, there was a list that was announced by someone that, well, we don't really know who he was an anonymous person, but he actually put this on a website that I'm not quite familiar with, but a lot of YouTubers have covered this, and it was a list with a bunch of melee weapons that have come to the game, and pretty much like 90% of the weapons that were on that list were true, and there's a few left on that list that we haven't seen in Black Ops 3 yet, and they've been in the coding, we've seen them in the mod tools, and it is a chainsaw. I think it would be a really cool weapon in Black Ops 3 to finish off, to go out with a bang. I think a chainsaw would be a really cool weapon, just running around in Nuketown, chopping people up with a chainsaw. I think it would be a really cool weapon, and I really could see it, like in Black Ops 3 right now. I could just see it, so that's my weapon.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember this from Call of Duty Ghosts. They actually put the chainsaw in there, and I mean, I think the only issues I really had with the Ghost version of the chainsaw was that it was really hard to like aim in or aim down some sides, and it was like a hip fire type weapon, and I think that was my main issue with it. That the only way it was pretty much it was on your hip, or otherwise you were aiming down sight at like a very close angle, and it was really like an uncomfortable weapon. But knowing the chainsaw has been talked about for so long, and we've had so many people talk about it, even recently, like this past week, so many people have said, I want to see the chainsaw come back, especially on YouTube. I think that's a perfect weapon that people would love to see on Black Ops 3. So The next weapon I chose moving on was actually the Intervention. And I picked this one because, of course, the Intervention was probably argumentatively the best sniper rifle of any Call of Duty that has ever been created. The MW2 version, I think was better than the MW3 version in every way possible. And, of course, if they brought it back, that would just bring like this whole new revival to Black Ops 3 and something kind of cool, that a lot of people remember from the Intervention. I think that the only things that they should really do is make, like, I guess the damage a lot, and also make the recoil lower, because that way I feel the weapon's actually it's better than the MW2 version. So, what was the next weapon that you chose?
I've actually gone with the Vector. I think it really relates to the Vespa in Black Ops 3. It's a really cool weapon, obviously from Black Ops 2, and I think it would fit into Black Ops 3. Like, go out with a bang, add weapons from Black Ops 2 and put them into Black Ops 3. Even if you've got weapons like them, like the ICR, whether it's something else in Black Ops 2, there's a few weapons in Black Ops 3 that kind of match the weapons in Black Ops 2. Obviously, we've got like the M87, and a few more weapons that were kind of brought back. But they just changed the name and adjusted the looks of the weapon. But a lot of things in Black Ops 3 came from Black Ops 2, and I think this weapon, the specific weapon, the Vector, I think it would play out really well in Black Ops 3, and I think it would work well.
Yeah, now, I guess, like, really the biggest weapon that I really put on my list was the FAL from Black Ops 2, just because, like, no matter what it was back in Black Ops 2, there were 3 weapons everyone was using: the PDW, the AN-94, or the FAL. And the FAL was a pretty good gun. I think it was like a semi-auto, and you could also switch it back and forth. And with the switch fire or whatever it was a really, really good weapon when you put auto fire onto that, and then had like grip and rapid fire. And I think that is something that really made the FAL good again. And I think that's why, I would love to see that weapon come back. It would be something that'd be pretty cool. I think, again, the only thing that they should really change up with that is really not keeping it a semi-auto rifle. I feel like if they put the FAL in the Black Ops 3 as a semi-auto rifle, it really doesn't fit the whole, I guess, like, movement and landscape of the assault rifles for Black Ops 3. So, what was the next weapon that you chose?
I've actually gone with the ACR. I'm not quite sure if I've said this already, but it is a really good weapon. I wasn't really I wasn't into the community. I played it, but I wasn't really a fan of like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. So I did enjoy using the ACR when I was over at my friend's house. It was like an high enough level to use it. I think it was a really cool weapon. I think it would work well in Black Ops 3. Obviously, it would need some changes, but I think it would play well, and I think it would fit in Black Ops 3. And what are your opinions on the ACR?
I actually like the ACR. I think the first real game I played as like growing into Call of Duty, because I played like COD 4 back in the day when it first came out, and that was like rare. But like the first game I really played growing up was Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, because I would always go over to a friend of my dad's house, and we would constantly just bet each other who's better, and we would always use the ACR and everything. And just like that weapon was always a really good weapon. That was, I think, commonly the weapon everyone was always using on Terminal and everything in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. So I really like the weapon. And I pretty much feel that if they put it into the game, there should be like no adjustments. It should be a carbon copy of the ACR, because it was that good that they shouldn't make any adjustments. So the next weapon that I chose, and this was something that I felt was kind of a little bit risky, kind of picking this and really kind of doing this. And of course, many people have said about this in the past, and many people have talked about it, is bringing back the R870, because that was a really good shotgun. I really liked it, and there hasn't been too many shotguns that have actually been put into the game for Black Ops 3. It's always been assault rifles, SMGs, or snipers, and I think having a shotgun sniper that a lot of people used was really something that could actually make the game a little bit more fun. It would actually probably make me completely rage quit a couple times, but I think that would be a fun weapon to have in the game. So what's the next weapon that you chose?
I actually said all mine. There's a couple that I agree with yours, like the PDW and the MSMC. But I've actually named all my list. Like, there isn't that many weapons. Like, if I had more time to think, there would be a lot more. But pretty much all the weapons that we've said, I really agree, and I really think they could come to Black Ops 3. Like, obviously we've not had any info. There may not even be one more weapon drop. But I really think all the weapons that we've listed, I really think they could come to Black Ops 3 at some point. Yeah.
I mean, if it was up to me, and this would be like the last final weapon I'll probably do for this one. This is like just the ultimate cat in the bag and everything. I would love to see the AN-94. I would love to see it because I was always playing with that weapon. And of course, like I said, along with the FAL, the AN-94 was like the best weapon in Black Ops 3 that anyone could have possibly used. And it was something where like they never patched that weapon because it was that good, and it was really something that, you know, they really kept in a good form, and I really like it. I mean, every time that I still play Black Ops 2 with me or my family or even on public matches, we're always using AN-94 because it's something where, you know, it's kind of like that's the only weapon they haven't ever messed around with or haven't patched or nerfed or done something that makes it better or worse. So I really think that is the final weapon I would really put into it. So, of course, you know, thank you, Impact, for doing this video with me. You guys can find his link in the description down below, as well as his Twitter. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Of course, if you guys are on Impact's channel watching this, of course, there's probably going to be a link to my channel, and of course, if you guys are my channel, you guys will find a link to his in the description down below. Let's try to reach 20 or 30 likes for this video. I know it's something that's a little bit creative, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. Again, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and with that being said, my name is Tristin or TaZe, as well for Impact, and we'll see you all later.